Yes. Blinding, isn't it, my skin? I am shaven, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet, because I'm returning to work finally. The quarantine shit is done. We've survived an apocalypse. Just to dive head deep into a new apocalypse, but I'm not going to get into that right now. This is Katawa Shoujo. This is meant to be fun, happy times. I mean, what controversy could I possibly spark by going right back into Rayman's bizarre adventures in Katawa Shoujo? Where were we the last time we were here? Emmy was trying to see us naked, and she called us an asshole. that last episode was my realization that Emmy's got a mouth on her. It's like she sports so much attitude. I don't know why. She already got everything else off her chest. That was a flat boobs joke, by the way. And he bows to me apologetically. I'll wait outside, okay, Sal? I begin to stammer. It's not really a big deal. She doesn't have to leave, but she's already out the door, and the nurse is laughing as he watches her go. Still got it. Oh, I need to be quiet. I need to be down low, down here. Because it is currently... This is me checking my phone, by the way. 2:14 a.m. My family is sleeping. And if I wake them up, they will come at me with such vengeance. It'll take a lot more than this to fend them off. My family likes its sleep. I don't follow. He laughs again, like he's in on some joke that's way over my head. I can still get her flustered. I can still get her flustered. It's a competition of sorts we have going on for a while now. It sounds incredibly sinister to me, and it seems as if the nurse realizes that too. That sounded a lot worse than it actually is, come to think of it. I wasn't going to say anything. No, you're right. I should fill you in on it so you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here, you see. We're how many seasons in? Would have never actually pieced that together. I got hired on the same year Emmy started going here. Before that, I worked with Emmy during her initial rehab following her accident. You mean she wasn't... Okay. Ryan, were you under the impression that Emmy was born in a minefield? No! Maybe. Hold on, what? We had to amputate her legs after a really nasty car wreck. It nearly killed her. And succeeded. He shuts up abruptly. I blink at receiving this unexpected piece of news. Well, that's not my place to say. Anyway, we've known each other for quite a while. So we have a slightly more familiar relationship that is strictly professional. This is me reaching for a Starburst jelly bean. If I can get my fucking bag open. He seems embarrassed. Like he's done something stupid. Like started a YouTube channel that is somehow flagshipped of visual novel games and war. I have a very weird YouTube channel. A lot of hair, come to think of it. Don't read too much into it. Too late. I guess he's really worried about that. I wave a hand at him, letting him know it's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. I promise I'm going to be discreet, because if it's anything that I do well, it's being subtle. I've been wondering about what caused Emmy to lose her legs. I honestly, I never did. I never cared. It honestly never crossed my mind. I'm being honest. And that was one of the scenarios I thought of. There was only so many ways that could have happened, but actually hearing about the facts, it's still a little shocking. Yeah, thanks. You're a good kid yourself. Okay, we'll go with that narrative. I can see why Emmy became friends with you. She's quite indomitable, you know. What do you mean? You didn't see her learning to walk. She'd go for so much longer than the others in the hospital. She refused to quit. Normally it takes years to get to a point where you can even think about running again. Emmy did it in about a year. He also seems proud of her, like a father who watches his daughter win a competition or something. Hell, she probably didn't have done it fast enough for the fact that we would have let her. Wouldn't let her? Why not? Because she'd go for so long that her legs start bleeding where the emeripus did. It's a real concern. It's why she comes by every day after she runs. To say nothing of the risk of infection if her legs get cut up and her prosthetics are dirty. But enough about that. If we don't get you on your way soon, Emmy would think we're up to something. And as he says this, he gives a wink and begins checking my heartbeat. The dyslexia is kicking in. The stethoscope is way too cold. He really should have heated it up or something before using it. Do you want him to put it in the fucking microwave? After a few moments, he leans back, satisfied. Well, you sound pretty good to me, Hisao. You don't have any chest pains while you were running, did you? No, not really. I had some trouble catching my breath, though. And my heart was racing by the end, too. The nurse frowns as I say this, but then shrugs. It's probably just because you're out of shape. Don't I know it? But if you don't improve, then you should let me know, okay? Don't push yourself too much. And of course, if you have any chest pains, come to me immediately, right? Put my shirt back on. The nurse leans out of the doorway to call in Emmy. What took you so long? Now I'm going to be late. The nurse gives me a significant look. I was just scheduling... I can't fucking read. I was just... Now that I'm seeing what the correct word is, I actually really wish my mistake was the truth. No! I've seen too much today already. I was just seducing his soul, that's all. Nani? Come on, what have I told you about seducing my friend? That implies... Oh no! I'd expect Abby to be shocked by this, but instead she seems merely annoyed, scolding the nurse as if he were a child stealing cookies. Meanwhile, I try hard not to blush at the nurse's innuendo. I'll try not to do it again, though. I fear young Cell may be lost to the female... ahead and bring in witnesses for this. Does... Wait. Guys, is this implying the nurse is gay? I'm gonna have to call in backup. Chris? Is the nurse from Katawa Shoujo gay? Hello? I think he's gay. I've been playing this game for how long? How have I not known? Now I gotta... You know what? You just... I forget what I called the head. This was Rowdy. Rowdy boy, I might be retarded. That's a hunch. Oh. I might. Autistic levels might be through the roof. Okay? What's happening? What? What's happening? Oh, Rowdy, I think we're gonna have to fight our way out of this one too. Huh, I guess Emmy does talk to the nurse about a lot of stuff. Well, Hisao, you should probably get moving. You still need a shower before class starts, don't you? Crap! He's got a point. And it looks like I've only got a half hour. Thanks for your time. I'll see you later, Emmy. I dash out of the room and the nurse begins to remove Emmy's prosthetics. Rowdy boy, I'm gonna put you down. We've been through a day. We've been through a fucking day. As I head down the hallway, I can just barely hear his voice drifting after me. Emmy, you've got to be more careful. I'm guessing she's bleeding. I make back in my room and shower in record time. It occurs to me that I've already been up for 4 hours, and class hasn't even started yet. This is going to be a really, really long day. I hope I don't fall asleep in class. We're going to fall asleep in class. I might actually be retarded. Slight 90% chance I'm retarded. Maybe he was just poking fun. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. The morning sunlight streaming through my window wakes me up instead of my alarm, and I realize that it must be Sunday. Fun day. Emmy is kindly deigning to give me weekends off from our morning runs. Dane, I'm an idiot. Slightly retarded. I can't mark that as a I can't mark that as a title on YouTube. Slightly retarded. They've taken offense to lesser things. I don't really know if I woke up at all yesterday, if I just slept through the entire day. My legs groan in protest as I lever myself out of bed. All this running is really taking it out of me. So I can't deny that Emily wasn't lying to me. It has gotten a lot easier. Bullshit. I've been worried that the runs would start to wear on my nerves, but thus far I haven't minded them that much. Well, it's only been a week. I suppose there's plenty of time for me to start dreading the sound of my alarm in the morning. Not that I could ever skip out now. As Emmy said, it's hard to stop a routine when there's another person. And I frankly don't think I'm equipped to deal with a disappointed Emmy. I am. I like saying no to people. It lowers their enthusiasm. She'd probably give me those puppy dog eyes, and I feel terrible about myself. Which reminds me, wasn't I supposed to be somewhere today? How am I going to do a flashback Emmy voice? Hey, you're coming to my track meet on Sunday. Right, that's Ghost Emmy. What is wrong with me? What am I talking about? Of course you are. We're doubling down on that. Right? Those puppy dog eyes again. Of course I'm going. I owe you, right. Exactly, so don't forget, okay? Crap! It's Emmy's track meet. Better get a move on if I don't want to miss her running, since she's the only reason I've even considered going. Otherwise, it would defeat the whole purpose of going. Of course. And so, I soon find myself quite suddenly surrounded by a crowd of people, all turning out to see our track team compete with another school like this one. What do you mean? Like this one? There are other cripple schools? This is getting deep in the fucking lore. I'll admit, it's almost comforting to know that you're not the only school like this. After you see that there are going to be two schools with a bunch of defective kids, well, you stop feeling so defective. You also stop feeling unique, which in most cases would be a bad thing. But in this case, it sure as hell isn't. That's part of Yamako's appeal, I guess. Learning that you're not unique. Hell, learning that there's a lot of others who would kill to be saddled with your problem instead of whatever they're dealing with. Some of the kids here aren't here because they're missing a leg or they have heart condition. Some of them are here because they're as good as dead in 2, maybe 3 years if they're lucky. So, if they're... I'm going to not ask the question I'm about to ask because I don't feel like opening up that can of worms. And that's only if they get the right sort of care. It's a bitter sort of comfort to be able to say, well, at least I got a chance of being alive through college. But there it is. God, I want to make jokes so bad, but My humor is like long life. Not everyone gets one! That's the sound of my YouTube channel dying. If the Kobe joke on the day of his fucking death didn't do it, this will be it, folks! Someone kill me! This is what you've all paid to come and see. Except you haven't paid shit. Because YouTube is free. Hey, this seems like a good segue to like being a shill and promoting my new Patreon that I've got going on. Links are in the description below. All contributions go directly into the channel to bring you more and possibly even better riveting entertainment you keep fucking coming back for. I'm brought out of my rather morbid musings. See, this is why Hisao and I are like spiritually linked at this point. By the appearance of Rin near the entrance to the bleachers. You came. Of course! I said I would, didn't I? This is me checking the time. That doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow through. Lots of people say things and don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored with our conversation, as am I. She turns on her heel and heads back towards the stands. I owe Emmy money now. Why's that? I didn't think you'd show up. Emmy did. So I owe her 500, yeah. Wait. I think that translates to $5. I don't quote me. I think that's only $5. You two bet an awful lot, don't you? Another shrug from my armless companion. I don't think so. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. I came out to see if you'd come. For a bet, I presume. Rin leads the way, and soon we've settled down on an almost empty bench. Oh! Hello, Emmy's mom. Hard to forget that one. You see, if YouTube wasn't being such a dick to me right now, I'd just be playing the instrumental version of Stacy's mom. But YouTube's being a dick to me right now, so I have to cut that joke out. Not happy with that one. No, because I'm seeing her right now in front of me and I've been like, damn, that would have been fucking gorgeous to do. What is this I'm doing with my hand? There's an older woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. Yeah, we'll call her that. She's got rather long hair done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar-seeming grin. God, it's just... no voice I do would do her that justice. Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Oh, she went and got a snack. It's not a healthy snack, though. Your cholesterol will sky... I'm gonna stop. I should stop. Huh? Someone smack his out in the back of the skull for me. A snack? I wondered why I was down there. The woman laughs again in a way that seems familiar. Where have I seen her before? Well, I suppose you've always been one to go for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Miko Ibarazaki, Emi's mother. Pleased to meet you. Well, that explains it. She's like a taller, older, and bigger Emi. Apart from her hair being a darker shade than Emi's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Sorry, I'm Hisao Nakai. And it's really, I don't have to apologize for not introducing you. You want to do that take again, Ryan? Yeah, sure, Ryan. Thank you. And really, you don't have to apologize for not introducing yourself, Mrs. Ibarazaki. That's really Rin's job in this situation, isn't it? Another laugh from Emi's mother. I take it you have not known Rin for that long, then. You have not seen the last season, then. It's best not to expect her to remember something like that. She's got other things to think about, I assume. Rin nods, seemingly pleased by this assessment. She's right. I was thinking about sunsets. It's morning. You see, it's really up to us to make introductions and the like. For lack of any better response, I nod. Mrs. Ibarazaki, man, it's something about her pose seems familiar. I can't put my fucking finger on it. I'm sure it's gonna come to me when I'm editing. What am I thinking of? Have I just done so many visual novel games that they're starting to blend in together? Probably. I hope so. This is gonna bug me. Leans back a little in her seat and raises an eyebrow. So how long have you and Rin been dating? How long did it take me to get through that season last time? Months. Thank you, Houston. I actually enjoyed Houston. Anyone who's in Houston right now, your city and your state rocks. It literally rocks my fucking socks. My response consists of silence and my brain suddenly lurches into gear, but just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, Emi's mother bursts into laughter again. You're a blusher, aren't you? That right there was me psychically reaching into my brain and grabbing it and saying, you do not take the sentence you had just formed and push it out your mouth. No. I'm holding in a lot. It's gonna make me twitch. I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. Maybe. So this must be a new romance then, mustn't it? Wait, that's not the question that... Another laugh. I know, but it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry, forgive an old woman and her amusements. You're not that old. Old woman? She sure doesn't look that old to me. Clearly Anna gets her youthful features from her mother. I suppose I could let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. Oh, no, wait, that was written. It's starting. One hand girl. I forget your name. It's been a long time. What was your name? I forget your name. I'll look it up later. I gave her the ghoul voice. That much I do remember. God, if they ever came back and did like a Katawa Shoujo Ultimate Deluxe version, not a remake, just like kinda technically. My eyes are drifting to places they shouldn't drift. I'm gonna continue. I direct my attention to the track where they're preparing for the first sprint. It looks like the 400-meter dash. My eyes scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling, with almost a cocky look on her face. The starter raises his pistol. Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. Look at the poor chick in the back. She's like, what the fuck am I doing here? It's amazing. Even as the other sprinters covers on the lanes closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, some of the other runners haven't caught up with her. Their efforts come to naught, though, since a final burst of speed from Emmy leaves them at least a half a second behind. Mrs. Ibarazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Emmy bounds off the track, looking pleased with herself. I cheer right along with the rest of them. Woo! I'm not much of a wooer. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the results. I think she's gone faster since the last time. That was incredible! Mrs. Ibarazaki grins proudly. Emmy's a heck of a runner. We fall silent as the next event is being prepared. I'm surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Emmy's mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. From the look of things, she's right. Emmy does appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. If not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is this? It's the 200-meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100-meter dash, and the relay. Wouldn't it make more sense if it started at the 100 and just worked its way up? I see. Once again, the pistol sounds. Someone in the stands was hit. And once again, Emmy flies off the block. The thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's Ren's foot. She seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume the race is over. The sprints don't seem to me like they take very long to complete. Your foot! Your foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. Ren looks at me quizzically. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. I just thought stuff like sports wouldn't interest you. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. Sometimes I think my boy Hisao is a little bit more slow than I am, and that's a fucking feat. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyest very often. But here, you can. See? She directs my attention towards the track again, with the 100-meter dash is about to start. I watch Emmy closely. As she gets onto the starter block, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. I can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. As the star tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. That is not narrowing slightly. Her mouth curls upwards in what could be a grin and could be a growl. When the pistol goes off, it's as if she's been unleashed from a cage, like she was always moving at this blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motionlessness. It's all over in a few seconds, but in those few seconds, I feel like I just witnessed something very personal for Emmy. As soon as she's crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She's really amazing. I've never seen anyone move that fast. Well, don't look at me. I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess came from her father's side. At the mention of Emi's father, Mrs. Ibarazaki looks wistful, almost sad. Oh God, he's fucking dead. Oh God, he was driving that car. Oh God, oh God, oh God, I might be retarded. Oh my God, I might actually be retarded. Oh, fuck me. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I think it'd be fitting to continue the next episode on fucking Father's Day.